It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by an exciting athlete. 4th overall pick of the draft out of Florida, Anthony Richardson.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Looking a little bit like a continuation of last week. He had 3 tackles for a loss, and now 1 more here in the first quarter of this game.
And there's been no lack of force by him, taking on the offensive linemen, playing them, but also there's a suddenness to his game. They have that initial contact, and then he's gone, moving upfield and making those plays in the backfield.
It's a big body moving upfield, too. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Here's Richardson to throw. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Russell Wilson leads out the Seattle Seahawks offense. The veteran Wilson, a 3rd-round pick back in 2012.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Play action. Now Wilson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Now Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Panthers very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
While you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Meanwhile, Wilson's going to throw here, caught by Addison. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 2nd and 6. Wilson.
He'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40. A first down carry for Henry. Oh, that one well designed as they take this down to the 30-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. The Seahawks are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
They go play action with Wilson. Try to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
Throwing is Wilson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
A 47-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Richardson now on second down. Steps away to his left. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
First down, Carolina.
Now it's Richardson. Finding Taysom Hill complete. So, Charles, take nothing away from this young man under center, because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but I have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game plan with that's going to confuse, disguise a lot of coverage, make this kid think a little bit. Because in college, he's seen a lot of things. Let's not get it wrong here. But at the same time, in the NFL, you can do so much more because of the athletes you have, because of their football IQ. And don't forget, you're going to throw a couple extra rushers at him as well. See if he can handle the pressure when those guys come at him.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I know it's all smiles on the offensive side of the ball right now, but you and I both know the entire mindset was just pick up the first down. What do you call that, one of those gravy plays?
Gravy, absolutely. They got more than they bargained for.
Love the way it turned out for them. Couldn't imagine going into the play that they thought this would be the end result.
Man, the defense got to be shaking their head, though. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Panther football to start quarter number 2. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Richardson out of the shotgun. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
That's complete. It's Collins. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Well, the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
At the 25-yard line.
Now Wilson. Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Henry up the middle. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. 2nd and 9. Now it's Wilson. Slant route, and he's got Addison. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
Here's Wilson. The left side caught by Diggs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
At the Panthers' 48-yard line.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
What I continually hear from running backs and offensive linemen is how often they're actually getting together to watch film so they can get in sync with each other, understand blocking patterns better, how a running back likes to cut, what he wants to do. And, boy, it all came together on that one.
That's one where they watch that and say, hey, we did everything we were supposed to do right there.
That looked like the play we drew up and designed. And then we got to see it unfold in real time.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Now a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
3rd and 3.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Derrick Henry. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL. So they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down, Panthers.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
And this offense has been a little slow to get going, but some signs of life here in this second quarter. They're moving it pretty good, and that helps the cause as well. Good yardage and another first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 51 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now he dumps this off over the middle. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Richardson.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he is not going to go anywhere. We're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Richardson looking to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Kyle Pitts, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. And you see the last drive, great chunk of yardage, the touchdown on 5 carries. And offensively, everything just looked in sync, didn't it?
It did, and the reason that it was in sync is because it's a combination of play calling, game plan, offensive line marrying up with all of their blocks. But don't forget the receivers out on the perimeter. Any type of a long run, the receivers have had a hand in that because they've occupied people downfield. And, of course,
pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And down he'll go at the 25. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be second down. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. Third down. Here's McCaffrey. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And taken right on the 30. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. And he hits the upright, but it carries in anyway. With plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Distance wasn't the problem, but he did need some help from the right upright, and he got it. A little kiss and in.
Yeah, unfortunately caught on the inside of the upright, and that pushed it through. This isn't like a baseball foul pole where you hit any part of it and it counts. It's got to go through the post. If he hits it on the outside, that's no good.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll start by heading out west. State Farm Stadium in Glendale. And it's the Cardinals who are out in front as that game draws closer to halftime. Keenan Allen, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, we head up to Kansas City. Check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. T. Higgins, a touchdown reception. It was Derrick Henry, as he normally does, making his impact felt in that first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Henry again on second down. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he fires one, but incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a two-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. 3rd and 12. Richardson looking to throw this. And it is caught, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Cooper will go in motion. And now a fake on the jet sweep, but instead they'll give it to McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The speed of Jordan Hicks on display there as he gets the tackle for loss. 2nd down, here's Richardson. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Richardson working from the gun. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. That'll give him 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Now Richardson back to throw it. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 23. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
No receivers open, so who's forced to put that one into Puget Sound? That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers, and ultimately, a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
This will go to Henry out wide. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 55 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Richardson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Henry out of the pistol. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They run wide side with Henry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
This to Arnold on the short pass. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Samson Ebukam just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Slot man moves right. Now a fake on a jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Now Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the 4th quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play?
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because receivers can be open at any point running that route.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And he pulled in downfield by Collins. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Richardson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Amari Cooper, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent 1st half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. They begin with Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Again, it's Henry. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jordan Addison with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. Touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Amari Cooper and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a first down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Up the gut, McCaffrey. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Nico Collins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Richardson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Jordan Addison in the offense out for another drive. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out.
And got his man complete. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jordan Addison with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. And he'll get this one to Cooper, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Richardson's throw taken in by Cooper here. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. This is 1st and 10.
And the Panther first down.
Richardson out of the shotgun. And his throw is incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Richardson now on 2nd down. That's complete. It's Collins. No tougher place to be in a spot like this than Seattle. Here's 3rd down. Forced out. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, and that should just about do it. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Second and 11 now. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. So with that knee, 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you wash that spot, you know, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
So the victory here for Seattle, and we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win.